Welcome back to the 2-Minute Update, the Bob Davis Podcast. Okay, here's the deal. Today's question is going to be, did you watch the State of the Union message last night? I watched it this morning at whitehouse.gov. There's also, if you go to YouTube and just do a search for State of the Union January 25th or January 24th, 2012, you'll find it. I wonder what people think of the speech. We're going to ask people what they thought of the speech. I wonder how many people actually watched it. It's obviously a campaign speech. We'll talk more about it. Apparently, Mitch Daniels, the governor of Indiana, did a great rebuttal, which I did not see. We'll talk about that. What else is going on this morning, Tom? I hate Warren Buffett. I hate Warren Buffett because he's a hypocrite. On one hand, he talks about how his secretary pays more taxes than he pays. She was at the State of the Union last night. Then on the other hand, he has companies that are tax exempt. And the latest is that with the cancellation of the Keystone XL pipeline, who stands to benefit the most? Warren Buffett's Burlington Northern Santa Fe. So it's a railroad that he owns that transports petroleum. Now, the point here is that I've been told, and this is something that you hear all the time from the people who are always talking about Glass-Steagall, they always say, follow the money, Bob. Well, follow the money. So here's Warren Buffett talking about paying his fair share in tax, which he doesn't. And then guess what? He's juiced in and fenced off his competition, which would have been the Keystone XL pipeline. Burlington Northern hauls 20% of the oil from North Dakota and Canada. That'll tell you a lot. That's Warren Buffett. Juiced in a major creep, even though he plays the ukulele and makes everybody think he's your grandfather. He's not. He's just another one of these guys who's got the fix in with the president. Putz the pit bull has been executed. Another example of dog racism. Putz the pit bull was protecting his mother. And his mother, who, of course, was being beaten up by her husband. The dog attacked the husband. They've now executed the dog. Is this dog racism? We'll talk about that. And we'll mention at some point the Lakeville dad who abandoned his kid, wants his kid back. Should he be allowed to see him? The kid is mad at him and doesn't want to see him. This is the guy that left his kid with a note that said, go to your aunt's house. I'm out of here. I can't afford the mortgage, and it's the bank's fault, and it's everybody else's fault. Should he be allowed to have visitation rights, or should he even be allowed to ever see his kid again? We'll talk about that and much more. Twin Cities News Talk, AM 1130. Davis and Emmer. Tom's watching the State of the Union right now, and we'll have our instant analysis shortly on Twin Cities News Talk, AM 1130. Bye-bye.